Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to the virtual roundtable discussion, a love conversation. My name is Daisy Alabi, and I will be the host for today's roundtable discussion. In a world where Valentine's is all hyped up on social media, even before February, you'd see expectations and pressure flying all over the internet. You tend to wonder, is Valentine's to pepper singles or is to show love? Well, today we'll be delving into the expectations and pressures when it comes to Valentine's Day, and hopefully we can shed some light on new perspectives when it comes to celebrating the day. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, I would love to remind you that today's discussion will be in twofold. We have the first panel with me here. They'll be talking about managing expectation when it comes to celebrating Valentine's Day. Then we have the second panel talking about celebrating love outside romantic norms. That's be it friends, family, or relations. Okay, so before, as I said, we get into the nitty-gritty of the conversation, I would love to introduce our first panel. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're welcome. I can see the reds.
A touch of red.
A touch of red, right? I hope you're feeling fine. Are you feeling loved today?
Kind of.
Kind of. What about you, Kofi? Okay, so on the first panel today, we have Akia, also known as Minister of Enjoyment. As you can see her red over there. Then we have Bonsu. He has no AKAs. And we have Kofi, also known as Showboy Friday, or Friday Showboy. Boy Friday. Then we have Cheryl with us. Okay, before we get into what Valentine's is and all this pressure, I would love to know, has there been any unexpected kindness or love someone has ever showed to you that you will never, ever forget? I'd like to hear from you, Akia. Your microphone.
That was 25 years ago.
25? But what was that? Let me know.
Well,
Give me the tea.
It's because at that time I met my partner.
Oh, right.
Yes, so, and the competition was really hot.
Okay, hot girl.
Yes, so he really had to do something different from the others.
Okay.
Since that time, 14th has been just a day on the calendar.
A chocolate day, right? But we want to know what exactly they did that you can never forget that 25 years.
Please, let me spare the singles. See me famous.
Right, I will. What about you, Bonsu? Has there been any?
I would say yes and no.
Okay,
yes,
what?
Because for what most say is an expression of love, I see it as a normal gesture.
Okay.
So for me, it's kind of.
So you're a lover boy. You don't wait.
I consider myself that?
Because, I mean, you're not going to wait for Valentine's Day. Okay, what about you, Boy Friday?
For me, I think my love is shared. Like
It's
I have
shared love.
for everyone.
You have love for everyone.
So mostly my friend group, we have like reunions.
Is that you don't have a girlfriend?
Currently, I don't have.
Currently, you don't have. So right now, you're sharing your love.
Sharing my love.
Or is it that you have a girlfriend and you still share your love?
Okay. Oh no! I just wanted to look at you again.
Oh yes, me, I'm advertising myself today.
Yeah, okay. Boy Friday said he's single, girl. So
Boy Friday, yes.
right
So we have this reunion where we link up and like.
on 14th.
Yes, on 14.
Oh, okay.
That's like a year ago.
Okay.
Like, go and have fun.
Okay.
Go and like restaurants, the new restaurants. You just go out
Yeah.
and have food and.
Oh, okay. That's
just that.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. How about you, Cheryl?
Well, I think an unexpected act of love for
Or
me or kindness for me came from my mom.
Okay, what did she do?
So it was my birthday, and then she was out of town. I thought she wasn't going to be able to make
Angel,
it. I thought she,
Cheryl.
Angel.
I thought she wasn't going. I'm a mommy's girl. Unfortunately, I'm a proud mommy's girl. I'm not going
Okay,
to
I mean,
lie.
you have to
Very,
flaunt
very
it.
proud
Period.
mommy's girl. Yeah. So she was out of town, and I thought she wasn't going to be able to make it. But
Okay.
I was at home feeling all down, and she cut her trip short to come back home just to spend time with me.
Oh,
And I
that's
felt very loved, extremely
That's
loved.
great.
Yeah.
So that means you also don't have a boyfriend.
No, I'm very single.
You're very single. Are
Yeah.
you ready to mingle?
Sort of.
Sort
Let's
of.
see. Let's
Okay,
see how it
She's
goes.
sort of ready to mingle. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's.
am I not ready to mingle? I'm just wondering. I'm trying to be.
Yeah, trying to be single.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just get into the nitty-gritty of our topic, managing expectations when it comes to celebrating Valentine's Day. But then I would love to know, what exactly is Valentine's Day? Like, why am I even bothered about Valentine's Day? What does it mean to you? What does Valentine mean to you, Madam Ikia?
Valentine's Day for me is a day on the calendar.
What's it?
It depends on how you look at it. But for me, it's just a day on the calendar.
Just a day on the calendar.
Because if you want to share love, love should be shared every day. If you want to share love, love should be every day. So I don't see any special attachments when it comes to 14th.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's just a normal day on the calendar.
Okay. Boy Friday. Looks like there's something here you want to say. What does Valentine mean to you?
Like I said, Valentine's Day is like a day of grand gesture. You have to show kindness. Yeah, for me, I'm showing love to everyone today. So yeah.
So if it's not 14th, you don't share love.
I do share love, but on 14th.
But Friday, I can't really hear you. So when
I
you're
do
talking,
share
just-
love, but on 14th, which is today, I'm adding more emotions.
So
You're
what have
adding
you done
more
today?
emotions.
What have I done today?
But
Yes.
Friday, I can't really hear you. So
For
if you
real,
could-
today I've been in my department, helped everyone out. My boss told me to get everyone chocolate.
Okay.
And with that, we also had like this joint wachi
Hey,
where
okay.
we all ate together.
You have pictures. I have a feeling you are lying.
For real. I don't have my pictures here, but like you can
Okay.
ask anyone. Retail
So what does
department.
Valentine mean to you? It's just a time to share love.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
And grand gesture like
Do good.
do good, kindness, love.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Bontu?
What you just said, for me, it's just supposed to be a normal day.
A normal day.
I side with Ikuya on that as well.
So no one
But-
sees
but-
Valentine
but-
special.
No, wait.
Maybe our generation.
It's just because I feel the media is propagating this whole vast thing and bringing it out of proportion.
Okay.
Yes, and all. For me, every day is supposed to be a love day. Every day is supposed to be a day that you want to show some extra care and
Okay.
all. Go the extra mile at any point in time.
Right.
That's what I do.
You don't wait for 14th February.
You don't have to wait for a specific day.
Okay.
Make it part of you and it flows.
Okay.
I agree.
Cheryl.
Well, I think the Gen A's obviously have an opinion, and the Gen Z's obviously have another opinion.
Tell me about
It's
Madam, be
Christmas
careful.
Day every day. I mean, sorry, you can't put up a tree every day
Right.
and say it's Christmas Day.
Okay.
Right? We can celebrate the birth of Jesus every single day, but then there's a day where you put up the tree. It gets extra special because it happens only once in a year, and it's the same with Valentine's
Okay.
Day. It can be a normal day to you, but it's also, you can't deny that it's a day where around the world people are celebrating love. So yes, you can show me love every day, but there's a day for it, and it's extra sentimental when you do it on that day.
So
That's
you
what
love
I
your
think.
What do you think about societal expectations?
Pressure.
Pressure is getting
There's
worse
now
and
pressure.
worse.
Yes. There's now pressure both on the young, both the single and the
Coupled. And the
young
situationships.
and the old. The sad thing is that even schools have also joined when they ask children to bring chocolates and come and share. Initially, it wasn't like that. So I think there's so much pressure. But the sad thing is that what we are even projecting, when you go to the basics, there is no understanding. How do you understand Valentine? That is the question you ask. Today, unfortunately, will be a day of breakups. People will go and hype, other people's
Minister of
cars.
Enjoyment, yeah, Professor.
Yeah, clearly. I study hair as well. Interestingly.
true.
I'm kind of studying hair quite a lot.
Really?
Also.
So people will be pretending. People will be what they are not. People are going to take loans from friends and all that to go and spread women or go and spread side chicks. But at the end of the day, how do you understand love?
High expectation.
I don't know if you saw it. It was on social media. Is it University of Mines or something?
Yeah, the Wrangler.
Can you imagine?
A jeep. Wow.
I don't want to say I don't believe it or I don't want to say it was staged, but just look at this act. Another person goes to the boyfriend and it's like, hey, have you seen what other people are doing? But for me, giving somebody a Wrangler or a car doesn't mean love. And we can go, but we have seen a lot of people on social media hyping their love. Within the next minute, divorce.
Okay, so not to cut it short, before I move to Cheryl, what about the arguments that everybody has their language of love? So someone actually means whatever he's doing with the grand gestures and whatnot, like buying the Wrangler. What about that argument?
I don't think it's necessary.
You don't think it's necessary?
It's not out of jealousy, trust me, but I don't think it's
It's
necessary.
necessary. Okay, boy Friday.
For me, I think that's necessary. To him, the others are bare minimum. He has done them. He has been there,
so
done
that speaks to our individualism, right?
Yeah, right.
It does. It does. It does.
Clearly.
He has bought bags, all that. He doesn't want to do that again. So right now, he's going there. Next step, that's the car. Yeah.
Okay, so do we all agree that society has, in a way, affected how we see Valentine's Day?
Not
We
in
do.
a way.
Yeah.
Directly.
Directly,
yeah.
Very
to the
direct.
point.
Okay, so how can we manage such like instances where you know that okay, I put on my phone, I'm already seeing Wrangler as a single woman, and I'm like, hey God, if he doesn't bring Wrangler, then it's a no, that kind of thing. How do we manage such things?
For me, I think you have to be yourself.
You have to be yourself.
Cut your coat according to your size.
Okay.
As Boy Friday said, for somebody, buying a Wrangler is an indication of love.
Okay.
And it's not even an indication enough. Like putting it on social media for the whole world to know that he has bought a Wrangler. I'm just hoping that it wasn't staged. But
Right,
it's true.
right.
Thank you.
So be yourself. Do what you can. For me, 14th is a day on a calendar.
Okay.
But if you feel that it's a special day for you to show love according to something that you be comfortable with.
Okay.
You can't go and spread a woman and at the end of the day go and sit down and cry.
Oh, right.
It's not necessary.
Right.
Package it.
Package.
Crime packaging.
You
Mr.
get me.
Bunty, you want to say something?
I think since we want to, or most people want to celebrate what we, most people.
Accept me.
Okay, you accept. Since most people want to celebrate love on Valentine's Day, I think what we can do, one of the things that we can do to reduce the pressure on us is to maybe set aside maybe a savings or something towards that day.
That day,
Just
okay.
like we do for a birthday, just like we do for Christmas, like you mentioned,
Okay.
etc. We actually plan for it.
You plan ahead.
Don't just wait for the day. And
Are
be
you
in the
speaking
fix.
from experience?
So you open a GCB
just
account
sharing
and you
what
save
Speaking from
inside.
experience. The savings is
not
an
necessarily.
occasion that some years ago, that is what you were doing.
Started saving.
Some years ago, I was doing
Speaking from experience.
I was actually doing that.
Oh, really?
And you are still doing it.
Not that much.
Hey.
So you open a GCB savings account and you start saving there.
In
And
fact,
you
I
open.
wonder how you got to know.
I mean, experience.
I hope it's not alone.
It's not alone.
It's not alone.
Okay, Cheryl, I see that you want to say something.
I was going to say that I think when you get to, I don't want to say, when you have experienced life to a certain point, you realize that social media is very curated. People put their happiest moments on social media. That's the whole point of social media. It's supposed to be your happiest moments. No one is crying and at
one
least,
cares,
yes, no one
actually.
cares that you're crying, but everyone cares when you're having a happy moment and you're putting it on social media.
Usually states.
So
Usually
exactly.
states.
So you should know that social media is curated. It is the best part of people's lives. But people have, like, we are all people and we have ordinary lives. So we have times where we are down and times where things are not as perfect as they look on social media. So yeah, I'm seeing the Jeep and everything. That's the best part of that person's relationship.
Right.
And I take that into consideration. But then the people are not, the same Jeep people are not going to come and show me when they are fighting like cats and dogs,
Right.
or they are having disagreements in their relationship. So it takes being matured and it takes being a well-rounded individual to know that this is the happiest part of someone's relationship.
Okay.
My relationship cannot look like that all the
All
time.
the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boys and
Boy,
Yeah. For
boy
me,
Friday.
I think most people who are in relationship need to have open communication.
Okay.
If you are open and you are like both open-minded, you all relate together, you will know exactly what she needs before the day comes.
What she needs.
Yes.
Not wants. Needs.
Okay, need and yeah, you get my idea.
Yeah.
But you have an idea of what that day must entail,
Okay.
so
Must
that you
be
don't
careful.
go overboard trying to like impress her.
Be careful. Oh.
you see, he's actually
Some-
trying to impress.
Some
No,
people
Send himself,
need
don't
things.
forget.
I'm not trying to impress. Like, if I'm close to you, I will know what we have to do on that day,
Okay.
or what I have to get you.
Okay.
That's my mind.
Okay.
And you can get it.
Of
Hey,
course,
Boy
why not?
Friday.
Blank check.
Okay. So you're saying that you need to be matured when you look at society, when you're trying to pick information concerning Valentine's Day need to be well-rounded with who you are. You should understand that no one's life is perfect, right? And also, Bonsu, you were saying that you need to, if you really want to show off, big boy, save it. Don't go and pick a load. And Eke is saying that it's just a day.
Yes,
don't do too much. Relax, eat some banku and some kinky and move on in life.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get to
what I'm doing this evening.
That's what you're doing.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm doing good banku. and
Lack of vitamin
Good
M.
banku.
Oh,
For
no,
where
that is not
Kempinski.
Lack of vitamin M. And buy a Wrangler.
You get my rank, so he's doing banku. But okay.
You have a point.
Okay, okay.
But do you know what vitamin M is?
Vitamin, yeah, I think. What's vitamin M?
Ah.
I think I have an idea, but
You don't even understand anything. Yes.
homework,
Thank you.
Lack of vitamin M is money.
money.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have money for Wrangler, just eat banku.
Yes. So if you don't have the vitamin M, definitely you have to go for bangu,
Okay.
cutting his coat according to his size.
Exactly so.
Okay,
I'm
so
doing just that.
So I know we've touched a bit on this, but then moving away from Valentine's Day, when it comes to love in general and relationships, what do you think social media's role is in that whole aspect? Because as we were saying, you see things, you think your life is perfect. Has there been any instance where you realize that maybe you or someone came to tell you something concerning their lives that you feel that they were trying to be what you're not on social media? Has there been any instance like that?
Social media, no, but personal experiences, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really take what I see on social media because for me, they are all staged.
They're all staged. What about you, Boy Friday?
For me, yeah, social media, yeah, is staged. It's showing someone's the side you want people to see. You are hiding the reality. You're not being real. So that's social media, and with that, I'm not taking that path. So
You're
yeah,
not taking, okay.
I'm not
Cheryl.
taking
Taki,
Bonsu.
I think social media is not all about staging, right? Quite a lot of it. For me, I believe there are some who are actually showing off what genuinely is truly
Yes.
who they are.
Yeah, right.
Right. So we can take out those little or small percentage, but quite a lot would be what we are all speaking to.
Okay, okay.
My
So-
view anyway.
Right. So before I move to the next question, I just want to prompt our participants or our viewers that if you have any opinion or questions, please do well to drop them in the comments. When it's time for question and answers, I'll definitely read out some. I'll ask our panelists such questions. So we want to feel your energy on the internet. Okay. Okay. So moving on to the next question, I want to know, how can we as young adults, as adults, shift our mind from material things to values? Because you know, when you see as social media, once again, because that is where we normally see a lot of things, it's all about what it can get, what you can buy, the big rose or the big. How can we shift our mind from such material things to, and let's, when you say shift of mind, what else is to be done if you think about it on Valentine's Day?
Those who are really showing love normally are not exposed on social media, and that is what I want social media to rather concentrate on.
Okay.
I want, like Val's Day, I believe somebody might have gone to a hospital to pay the bills of some sick people, etc., but it will not be hyped. Rather, it is a Wrangler that was hyped. If we can just shift 80% of the attention on such love gestures, it will bring the pressure down.
Shut down.
It will bring the pressure down. But unfortunately, genuine love are not exposed on social media.
Yeah.
Actually,
Get them.
genuine love is not to be material in the first place. Right?
Okay.
It cannot be
Tell us about
quantified.
that.
Thank you.
Love experts. Continue.
And for what she said, I have a group, right? I belong to a group.
A
right?
group, okay.
That we actually went today, this morning,
Okay.
to donate. Altogether, I think we are donating more than 70,000 to the Accra Regional Hospital, the children's ward.
But you were
Wow.
not hyped.
Parents, right? But we've not made so much noise of it and all. I don't know, maybe some of our mates or our friends will
Might
put
have
it out
posted
there
it.
and all. But the big thing is we are showing a level of love. Right?
Okay.
So we
It will not
chose
trend.
just use today, like the Gen Zs will say, right, to show it. So that's basically what we have decided to do.
Okay.
Right?
Gen Zs.
I hate to be the devil's advocate, but I must bring in another opinion.
Yeah.
So there was a time on social media where, especially people in like abroad in US, there were these videos where someone would be giving food to a homeless person, which is not material, not like showing a jeep on social, but they would be taking videos of themselves doing this, and then it became very rampant. So every time there was someone who said, "Oh, there's this homeless guy down my street, I'm giving him food, and then now people started giving those comments where it was like, why are you always showing your acts of kindness also? So I'm trying to say that even these acts of kindness that we term as real love, or we term as heartfelt expressions of love, when posted on social media, can now have the tag of this is being too showy, or you're staging something. So I always try to shy away from saying maybe this is a true act of love and this is not, because I reference back to the fact that everyone has a different love language, and how I express love and read love is different from the other person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't this go with what I said earlier, that just live it every day, let it be a continuous thing, part of your life?
Yes.
Not 14.
Yep.
Thank you. As much as we choose to do something,
it should be an everyday thing.
Because the whole idea of what I said, the children's hospital
thing,
is the children's ward of the hospital, is the fact that we had to visit, right, someone else, and that attention, right, we saw somebody suffering, and the whole idea came up. So we chose today.
But why did you choose today?
Because we just went there on Sunday, and today is Friday. We didn't want to take it beyond this week.
But let me help you. When they went there on Sunday, they had to gather things. And fortunately,
it fell on a Friday.
It was ready today. So
why couldn't you go yet tomorrow?
No, we didn't want to make it on a weekend.
No, but you could have made Monday.
You see, it's an option. You chose today.
Exactly. So
and today, not really because
it's a Valentine's, because it's Friday. Hey, Friday.
How? That's very convenient.
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
Anyway, it might just be.
Oh boy, Friday. What about you? Okay, so aside material things, when they say, okay, there's no need to give this, there's no need to give that, what are the meaningful experiences? I know you've mentioned going to the hospital, but then personally, what would you want someone to do for you aside getting the things that people are getting, or doing this teddy bear and whatnot? I'll start with Boy Friday. Boy Friday,
for me, I would say self-care. Be checking up on me. Yeah. From time to time, like if I'm not okay, just try. How was your day?
How's your day?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't change anything. Just try and do it at least once a month, or like, just be checking up. Basically.
Okay. You like checking up. Check up on Boy Friday. Please.
Check up on me.
Right.
Boy Friday for a reason.
What about you, Bonsu? Aside buying the material
I
things.
usually, for the past, I should say, a little over 10 years, I usually do an assessment.
Okay.
Right? Assessment of a relationship.
Okay.
How far we've come, how far we are going, what are the plans and all that. Don't look at my finger.
I'm looking at you like your finger.
So that's what I do.
Okay.
Right? And I think it's been wonderful.
it's deeper than she thinks.
Okay, what about you? Minister of
Outside with Boy
Enjoyment.
Friday.
Boy Friday, okay.
Check up on me.
Yes, check up on us.
Check up on us.
Check up on
And you are
us.
doing recount. I do that on my birthday.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a special day to me.
Wonderful.
But apart from my birthday, any other day is a normal day on the calendar.
Okay.
So check up on me. Don't wait till 14 to show me love.
Okay.
Interestingly, I don't appreciate it.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's me.
That's you.
Because for me, every day is happiness for me.
Exactly. Minister of Enjoyment, of course. Minister of Happiness. Okay, Cheryl, what about you?
For me, I feel like when someone notices the things that I like, besides, everybody likes, because people think you're a girl, so we like clothes and shoes.
pink.
And no, but when someone notices the things that I like, for instance, I like to read. So if you could get me books that I have like authors that I love.
But how
so
would
if you
the person
listen
know?
to me, so those gifts like that, maybe you get me a set of books by my favorite author. They show me
But
that
it's
you know
intentional.
me
How
and you're
would the person
intentional and
So
you
see,
listen.
I think the preamble to what she listed was knowing her
Yes,
as a person.
as a
When
person.
But you know,
listen to
people
the-
give you gifts not because they know you, but just out of love.
But she's saying
Yeah,
the
but for me, that would
intentionality of
be
it.
hard.
Two different things.
Yeah, but she's
We are saying apart from material things, books become material. Apart from material,
the material
things.
So anything, it could be books, it could be an experience that you know I would enjoy. What I am trying to say is that for me, a gift that is heartfelt and a gift that goes beyond the material is a gift that shows that you have taken the time to get to know. And you don't have to be with me for days to know these things about me. Sometimes you can just tell from a conversation I've had with you. So the fact that you took the time to remember the things I said, it shows me that you care.
I think it will take a while. I've had conversations with her today. I have not got anything.
Okay, so all too soon we've come to the end of this conversation. But before we go on the last question, I'd love us to go on a 8 minutes break. We'll be back with an amazing last liner. Honestly, it's going to be one that will keep you thinking.
Really?
Yes. So just get ready for me. Let's go a commercial break. We'll be right back. A 2 minutes break actually. We'll be right back with an exciting conversation. Thank you.
Are you a Ghanaian living abroad or traveling? You can stay connected to your finances in Ghana effortlessly. Introducing GCB Link to Home, your trusted financial connection back home. With GCB Link to Home account, you can easily transfer money, manage your accounts, and pay bills directly from anywhere in the world. All this at your fingertips with the GCB mobile app and the GCB internet banking platform. Fast, secure, and convenient. Your security is our priority. With advanced encryption and secure transactions, you can trust GCB with your financial needs. Join thousands of Ghanaians worldwide who trust GCB to keep them connected to home by opening a Link to Home current or savings account now. Visit our website or contact us to learn more. GCB Link to Home, your financial link to Ghana, wherever you are.
Ikia Bonsu, Boy Friday. Ikia is Minister of Happiness, and we have Cheryl. So as before we're going, I said we have one question I would love to ask you. Okay, so if love was a color aside red, what would it be and why?
I would choose lemon green.
Why?
Because it's my favorite. Lemon green is down to earth. Lemon green is nature.
Okay.
Lemon green is forever.
It's forever.
So I would choose lemon green.
Thank you very much. Bonsu.
I would say sky blue
Sky blue. Okay, tell me about
because
that.
it's everywhere
It's
and
everywhere.
usually always.
Always.
Uh-huh.
Always.
Masa.
Apart from night. Sometimes when
Masa.
it's dark, it's different.
Masa,
Oh,
it's
I'm
not
talking
always.
about-
7 o'clock,
I said usually.
the sky will not be blue.
Hello.
So add the day.
Okay, let me qualify.
Okay, please do.
Better.
Blue. Because
Okay,
we
sky
see
blue.
it every day,
Okay.
right? Not night, right? Every day, and it's everywhere.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. Boy Friday.
For me, I'll say white.
White. Okay, tell me why.
Because white goes with everything.
Okay.
And white stands out.
Stands out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Cheryl, what about you?
For me, I would say forest green, because love is about nurturing. Love doesn't start as perfect, but then it grows over time.
Grows over
High
time.
five.
Yeah.
High five.
High five.
This is the first time.
Yeah, then
Yeah, meeting.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you so much.
What about you?
I think blue. Blue, because I think love is one of the coolest, or is the coolest thing to feel. And blue signifies something that is cool and calm. It's also my favorite color, so yeah.
Okay, so you are trying to also associate.
I'm sorry to, you understand?
Oh boy, Friday. On a Friday, and you are out.
Totally white.
Why am I out?
White.
Oh, that's my opinion. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
white
They are
is
like onions.
like today. You're wearing white. You're wearing white.
I
You're
was
wearing
asked
white.
to wear white.
Normally it's lemon green.
And it became like a compulsion.
It was
Don't,
false.
don't say that. White stands out.
Okay, it's been a lovely conversation, right? There are a lot of things we've learned. Most importantly, how to really manage this whole pressure. Be yourself.
Ignore.
Ignore it. Do what you can do. If you want to do it, save towards
No
it.
pressure.
Mention your love language.
My love language part.
Yeah, be yourself as in learn your own love language.
Oh, okay.
Be at that part.
I
Wanted to
think
highlight it.
so. For me, I think just be yourself. If you can't do it, move. If it's kenke you eat a kenke and move on in life. Life is good anyways like that. Yeah, and you said be mature, be well-rounded. Don't allow social media to push you and things. So I hope you've learned a lot. If you, as I said, if you have any opinion, any questions, please do well to drop it in the comment section. All too soon, we've come to the end of our first topic, how to manage the pressure of Valentine's Day. And it's been a good one. Thank you so much, Akia, aka Minister of Happiness. Thank you so much, Bonsu. Thank you, Boy Friday with
Boy
the shades.
Friday.
I mean, and also, yeah, happy birthday in advance on Sunday. And
Hey, all white too.
all white party.
All white party.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for doing this. Okay, so as I said, we are moving to the next topic. We're going to talk about how to celebrate Valentine's beyond romantic relationships. Stick and stay with us, so it's going to be a lovely one. Let's go for a commercial break. We'll be right back with more conversations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ghana, wherever you are.
Okay, good evening once again. You're welcome to a second panel. I'm sure you realize that we have some faces still with us and we have new people. So I'm going to reintroduce our second panelist. Remember that this panel will be talking about Valentine's beyond romantic relationships. Does it really concern friends? Does it really concern loved ones? Today we're going to talk about that. So we have my extreme right, Akia, aka Minister of Enjoyment and Happiness. And how's today? Then we have Mr. Henry Frimpong. Then we have Frank Yao Adai Abuaje. Then we have Cheryl. Good evening. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
You're feeling amazing.
Yeah.
Are you feeling the love in the air?
Not at all.
It's dry. Eh?
I'm telling
No
you.
chocolate.
Lack of
Serious.
vitamin M.
You know what vitamin M is?
Yes.
So are you lacking vitamin M?
Seriously. In fact, I have a message for the MD.
He should release vitamin M.
Well, I hear he has released some things for the ladies in
Oh,
the
really?
bank, and the men, we are suffering.
You're
you
suffering.
know, I'm telling you, man,
You
we
can
go
do
through
it.
a lot.
You can do
You
it.
see what Valentine can do? Unnecessary pressure.
Pressure, right?
Assumptions. Do you have facts?
Oh yes,
You have seen.
yes. I've seen it with
How
my
about
eyes.
you, with Henry? How are you
For
feeling?
me, I think for the first time in let's say 10 years, I had a package this morning.
Oh my God, you
And
feel cute.
I don't know, I was feeling a bit teary because I feel all the time we the guys, we tend to push to the ladies more than
Sure.
we getting it. So
This is-
I was
this is a
thinking
table.
it was going to be the usual boxer shorts and singlet, but this time around, the person actually brought things that
You need
I think I really need them.
really
Seriously.
like
Can we be privy to it?
fuel coupons.
Four coupons is in.
Insurance.
I saw some cash in there. I saw some bottle of Hennessy. in
Wow,
there.
that, you need it,
I
eh?
really need it.
That you're really feeling the love.
Really feeling it.
The today is
Okay.
special for you.
Okay, please be reminded that if you have any statements or questions you would want to ask, kindly drop them in the question and answer box. Remember, we are talking about Valentine's beyond amorous relationships. I mean, the question still lingers. Is Valentine's still for the couples? Is it to just pepper the singles? Or we as friends and families, we can feel the love? Today, we'll be delving into that. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the second topic, I would love to know from Henry and Frank, has there been anything unexpected, like some kindness or love that is unexpected that you still feel it, be it 30 years ago or today, that like you were
You
so
remember and it
surprised about?
shakes you to the bone.
I think today marks the.
Today,
Yeah, today. Today, what I had.
the Hennessy.
Yeah, what I had actually. In fact, the amazing part is that I've not. I mean, received
You're
such a
speechless.
package. Yeah, I'm actually. When I saw, I was a bit teary.
Oh my God! Oh,
Really, so a woman can actually spend more than let's say
Hey.
3,000 Ghana cedis on the guy.
say, please.
No, I know, you know, women's money is for them, but you know, guys' money is our money
for
is young.
spend.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, for the other person to do that, for me, I'm only praying that she doesn't come back and probably get a double or a triple of it. I pray.
Maybe you will be
It's an
compelled to
investment.
do that.
You buy a
Frank?
Wrangler.
You see, the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
men, we are going through a lot, and research has shown that
Research.
on Fridays,
Where's your reference?
on Fridays,
Where's your reference?
men go and withdraw a lot of cash.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, today being a Val's Day also fell on a Friday.
Double
Because it
wahala.
was-
And guess what? On Mondays, women go to the bank to deposit a lot of cash. So you can make with that information whatever you want.
Whatever you
So
choose.
generally, for me as a man, I've always been on the giving end,
Okay.
right? I've not been on the
Never ever.
receiving end. Just once in a while, then you will get.
Master, be careful. Oh. You are alive. You have
Oh.
issues.
Oh, no issues.
Yo.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that with us. But then I'd love to know, I think because they are joining us,
Yeah.
I'll forward my question to them. So Henry, we'd love to know, what is love beyond romance? Because you know, when you say love, then think about boyfriend, girlfriend. But then what is love beyond romance?
It's unfortunate what we are thinking about started from the Gen Z era.
Did it?
Yeah, from the
we do?
millennials times, I mean, hardly would you even, talk about, openly talk about sex and all those things. But in this era, that's how we are trying to correlate sex to be, and we are trying to correlate
Love to
But
be,
no,
okay.
I want to still stick to the Bible definition of
Tell
love.
us, preach to
I think
us.
that's in 1 Corinthians
13.
13, yeah. The
Preach.
things that the love, Bible talks about, that love is kind, love is patient, love does not keep record of wrongdoings and all those. Those are typical of it. The things that we are doing these days, they are showmanship and sort of, we are shading some people. Especially most of the things we are doing, we are actually shading our exes. That's what I feel.
Right.
But we are not actually showing that act of kindness to portray love, that act of patience of when it comes to wrongdoing and how we resolve our issues. So
Okay.
I think we should still go back to how the Bible defines it.
Okay.
That's
I
my-
side with you, and I don't want you to say you fail. That is the hard part.
Thank you.
And you can try by eliminating this and find ways to replace them.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected. You won't find any. So love is patient, love is kind, love is forgiveness, love is long suffering. That is an aspect that is difficult, but that is the hard part.
It is what
Thank
it
you. So
is.
that means you support me, right?
Oh, 100%.
Frank, what about you?
For me, I feel when it comes to love outside of romantic relationships, right? Time is one of the most expensive currencies that we have now. And many nowadays, like finding quality time to even spend with family is difficult, right? And so for me, I feel outside of romantic relationships, spending time being in the moment is one of the most important things that you can do to show someone that you love them.
Okay.
Right? Going to spend time with family, your parents, a friend, anybody. And when you are spending that time, put your phones down. Right? You don't go and say, let's,
The killer.
yeah. Many a times you say, oh, let's meet somewhere, let's hang out. Then you hang out and everybody is on their phones.
Right.
Meanwhile, time and the present is all that we have. So if you really love someone, whether it's a friend, your partner, or whatever, make a conscious, intentional effort to spend quality time where you are talking and having meaningful conversations. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I want to come
Okay.
in. But have you observed one thing? Phone has erased time.
True.
Now people chat on phone. Some years back, and for those who spend Valentine, it is outing.
Yeah.
You don't go anywhere. We just go and roam. Also, we don't have money. We just roam. You will talk, you will laugh, you will fight. Your money gets missing because of the crowd. You have to walk back home. And it was all fun.
It was fun.
Today, we look back and we laugh at some of all these things. But trust me, today there will be video calls. So there will be no outing. We have the delivery people
Zoom.
delivering food. There will be no eating out. There is no walk, nothing. So those things will have to be looked at. But for me, if we can kill phone, we can replace romantic love or what you are saying with
Okay.
time. But once this phone is still trending,
Yeah, I get
timing
that.
is difficult.
So thank you so much for drawing light to that, because that links us to the second question. What are the unique ways people can celebrate love outside romantic relationships? You mentioned spending time or quality time. Is there any other? Okay, Henry.
I'm an April born, so I'm a Taurus. I really love food. So
You love food?
Food.
Cooking
Yeah,
or buying
a
food?
group. Yeah, I mean, having that family time. Let's say having food together and all those things. So you can even do it during the office hours, like lunchtime.
Okay.
You can have, a buffet together and all those things. So I think food is also a love language.
Language.
Surprisingly, I recently heard of something called Galentine's Day.
Galentine's.
I don't know if anyone has heard of it, but yeah. So for ladies, you can go out with your girlfriends. Ladies love to be in other women's company. I don't know about other girls, but I love my girlfriends. So you can go out with your girlfriends, or you can just stay at home. You can gossip, you can watch movies, eat popcorn. Right. Yeah, you can have Galentine's Day.
So that for men, what's the name for that?
You can have Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
But I think ladies do so well when it comes to these things.
Organizing.
It's not about it, but
forget it. It's Okokonsa. It's Kokonsa.
It's Kokonsa, but it helps.
It helps with the bonding.
Yeah, very much.
Like, hardly will you find guys, trying to even
organize
a guy
something.
A fellow guy, it feels weird.
Not in this part of our world.
Exactly my point, but sometimes it's something without malice. But I don't know why. But ladies, when it comes to what my brother was saying, truthfully, research has been proven. Ladies are able to diffuse anything that is stressing them and get love from even society. But men mostly
Chest it.
Yeah, we try to do like
Hard guy.
Package yourself
really
well.
need that. The packaging.
Toxic masculinity.
No, if you talk about the packaging, let me tell you, men are actually very good. But the truth is, I think the gap is that we want that psychological safety.
Okay.
We want to know that if we air out whatever it is that's worrying us, we not use that against us or judge us wrongly.
Okay.
But so we will plead with you, the sisters.
But the fear is also not helping.
Yeah, so
it's also not helping.
You are pleading.
Be appealing.
We can be ourselves, but it's like you have the freedom to speak, but you are not guaranteed freedom at that speech when it comes related to your partner.
Okay. What about you? What are the unique ways beyond spending time with our loved ones beyond romantic relationships?
If I can turn time around, I would like to go 25 years back, 27 years back, 28 years back, where we didn't have phones. You know, you don't call a friend that I am coming over. You just go and knock.
Right.
He or she comes out. We don't need to sit in their sitting room in front of their gates. We will talk, and I miss those days. Now it is phone, video call, whatever. But what is the value? People feel that being on phone is sharing time, but trust me, it is not like when it's face to face.
Okay. I get that. Cheryl?
I hate to, I mean, it has to be the Gen Z advocates in the conversation. So, yes, it's true. And the other generations talk about this a lot, about how phones, but then I feel like for us Gen Zs, even though we live in this toxic environment now where we found ways, yes, in a way it's toxic, but we found ways to use that to our good. So recently, a friend of mine was going through a difficult time, and another friend of ours is abroad. So there's no way that friend can walk to that friend's door and knock and just show up. But then through the use of the phone and social media, that friend was still able to be there for that other friend, and they still felt their presence.
Did you experience the phone card era where you had to go and queue?
I think secondary school.
A bit of it.
Secondary school, we had to
just a bit. But then that was hectic. It was a long line.
It was fun.
No, so
not for me.
if I may come in, right? This issue about time and what my brother said is really important, right? People are going through a lot. We all say we are very busy, but if somebody, God forbid, dies or something, we'll go for funeral, right? We'll go and then we'll do contributions and things. No, but
even virtual marriage,
people will still go. If somebody is getting married, you would go.
You would appear.
Many a times, if it's bad, like sick or the person passes away, you would leave whatever you're doing and travel far distances to see them. So why don't we appreciate the moment,
right, and
actually, check up on people? And I'm not saying this because I'm doing it, but it's something I really want us to draw attention to. There's a friend of mine whose birthday is on the 13th. And yesterday when I went to wish him, I realized the last time I had spoken to him was last year 13th. Right, but right now, if they say something has happened to him, we'll make time to go and check. And I think it's not too good, right? As we grow older, the memories that, my sister here is sharing is really key. on phone, you can't really have those memories as opposed to when you are physically present. You can do the video call, but it's not etched deep down in your soul that you can look down 20 years from now and say, oh, we had some nice sessions, we laughed and all these things. You know, so I think that as we are growing older, as technology is making all these things available, we should also consciously decide that, oh, every year, maybe in December, let's meet our boys, our girls, our year group, our family, and let's go out and eat and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything to add, Henry?
For me, I think what my big sis said, I want to fuse the two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we owe the younger generation by letting them know what happened in our time.
Mm-hmm.
Then we try to have a balanced mix.
Mix,
Because
right.
For me, for instance, let's say on weekends, I ensure that my kids do not do what we don't do this screen time and this time and all this, so that you can just sit and you'll be amazed when you are having that conversation with them. Some of the things they are to
Come
tell
up.
you is just amazing. The same with these phones too. If you ask me, they've been amazing. It depends on how you use it.
Look at right.
Exactly. I mean, there are protocols so that you can restrict certain things that your kids will not
Watch.
watch. Even yourself, even at workplace, the IT people have restricted a whole lot of things. So let's have that balance, because look, I keep saying this thing, in this era, emotional intelligence is very key. As far as you can be with your kids, your own family, but you don't even know what they are going to and sit in the same place. So emotional intelligence is key, and the only way you can do that is to observe. Then now you know how to.
Even when you observe, they will deny.
Exactly, but yes, I mean,
No, just to buttress what you are saying.
So I mean, we will still have some challenges, but let's mix the two. Let's bring the old school and the new school together. And let's have a fun time.
Okay. To be audible enough when we're speaking, I would love us that, yes. Okay, so I mean, just weaving it to the next question. You've already mentioned some, but I would like to know, in this generation of business, I don't know if you've realized, but there's this up and down now, 9 to 5, there's a wedding here, there's a this here, meeting here, there. How can we still foster a relationship? Because, you know, beyond marriage, you need your family. There are some things that you can't handle with your wife or your girlfriend or whatnot. You need the external family or the loved one. So how can we foster a relationship so that you will be so close to the person, you don't text them yearly concerning their birthdays and whatnot? What are the ways you can foster stronger relationship when it comes to friends, family, loved ones, beyond romantic relationships? Visits.
And most of them should be a surprise. And that is what brings the flavor out. Because if you are not expecting me tomorrow, and normally I do my visits very early in the morning, but 6 a.m. I'm in your house. But if I'm coming to visit you, yes.
That's wild.
I don't know your plan for the day.
Okay.
But I want you to have a feeling of me. So I have to come early.
Right.
Even if it is 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, I have made an impact.
That's sweet.
Trust
actually.
me, if you want to make time,
You can
you
make
can
time.
never make time. And as she said, everybody is busy. Everybody is busy. And this thing is also not helping. Because even 4 a.m. you can call and you'll be doing video call and WhatsApp call. So that
Why
even
should
makes
I?
it difficult to visit. So you have to make conscious effort.
Okay.
By nature, I don't like driving, so I hate traffic. So I will come very early in the morning, establish my impact and
leave.
Visit. It's difficult, but let's try.
Henry.
For me, I love driving. So there's another thing I wanted. You know, in these times, we've coined this word, we should be intentional.
Yeah, intentional.
Of course, look, when it comes to love, if you are not intentional about things,
It's not
you
love.
can never achieve it. It's not like an autopilot thing. You just have to. So for me,
For
like
sure.
the visit you are talking about, my mom, for instance, yesterday I spoke to her. I spoke to her today. I know for sure weekends, friends that know me, they know that one of the best excuses I can give is that I'm visiting my mom or my dad this weekend. If not with them, it's either I'm with friends or I'm inside. That is a self-care moment where I have to, recover the energy and reflect on all those things. So we just have to be intentional. I mean, anything that you think you love, you have to make that conscious effort that you are making up to it. You know what I mean? So that's
Okay. Frank.
And I think that we need to create opportunities to have discussions, right? Engage with people. People are depressed. Nowadays, you see somebody say, I'm depressed, I'm down, and all
But
these
I think
things.
they don't understand the word depressed.
Why do you say so?
There. Every little feeling.
Seriously.
Okay, but people are going through a lot. They don't know how to describe it, so they say depressed.
But I wanted to know like your definition for depressed. Like I want to know from
Okay,
you.
so
I want to hear sure.
For me, and I speak for myself, when I'm depressed is the time where you can't get the vibe from me.
okay.
Nothing makes me happy. When my title of Minister of Happiness
You
has
hang
been
it.
snatched from me,
Right.
that is where I consider myself being depressed. Why am I saying this? My son is like, Mommy, I'm depressed. And I'm saying, but you do understand depressed. What makes you depressed? You don't pay bill. Nothing. So what are you depressed about? Are you suffering broken heart? Which of course he will not tell me. Are you having issues?
But broken heart can make you depressed.
But the guy will not tell me. He wants
But
to
he's
be a good
depressed.
boy.
Because you are judging me in advance.
Yeah, like
You should listen and not judge.
yes.
Just
We listen, we don't
That
judge.
is not judge.
That is why once I listen, I have to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And that is where I realize that he wants to be private. But it's like, no, I want to know. It's like, So that is what I'm saying. What is the meaning of depression? Maybe I don't understand.
Okay.
Because I feel it's just
So,
being used.
so the point that I was making is that
Let me ask you a question. What makes you depressed?
me, Monday, I don't get depressed
You don't get depressed.
at all.
That's
But
fine.
there are
Yeah.
other people who may be going through a lot that they need someone to talk to.
So how do you know somebody is depressed?
I've been depressed before, so
Be-
can
I
tell
hear
you.
people saying it, that I'm depressed.
How did you know you were
So
depressed?
you know, depression. You have expectations here. You have reality here. The expectations and that side, society plays a very big role in it. Society can be even your family, can be your work people, can be people at your church and all that, and trying to judge or see you like they want to picture how you should live your life, and this is your reality. This is what you can do. So
Okay.
that gap in there is where, trust me, it can stress you.
Okay,
Yes,
so
thank you. Let's look at the Gen Z. She is more mature.
okay, so
Let's look at a slightly group about the things, telling you he or she is depressed. What will make you don't pay bills?
Maybe they don't have jobs or the system is not working for them the way they wish it would.
Thank you.
But I think people in our generation are very, and this is not to slice our generation. We are very dramatic, so we can like blow
You
things
use the word
out of
depressed, but you are not
proportion.
depressed.
okay, so just for purposes
Yeah.
of this conversation, I went to do the research for you, and then World Health Organization, which is we all believe in, right? So they define depression as mood loss or loss of pleasure or interest in activities for a long period of time. So I think the difference with the fact that you are not in the mood like generally and depressed, and depression is the fact that you feel that for a longer time.
But the longer time they didn't specify.
Certainly, it's very relational. It's not
So
set in stone.
I was saying this to the fact that right, showing love could mean reaching out to someone who is down and is moody or things are not really working for them, and then trying your best to lift them up, right? Because sometimes it could be financial. A lot of issues I've seen are lack of money.
You squeeze some money, I'll be fine.
I'm telling you, the person
Right.
is sick. You give him money, the sickness is gone.
I'm telling you.
Exactly. So sometimes too, we don't pick people's calls because we think this person is coming to ask me for money.
True.
But again, I go back to the fact that if this same person dies, you will produce the money.
You
for a
contribute
funeral.
right now.
Right. So
get that.
let's find ways of lifting people up so that they can be at even the same level as us. We may have family and friends who are not at the level where we are, and so they tend to depend on us a lot. Let's not what's the bro for? Let's not shy away from them exactly, but let's lift them up so that when they also get there, the pressure on us can also go down.
So one thing I realized that after talking about love beyond romantic relationship, we've not really spoken about self. How does self-love come into all of this? Because everybody's saying friends and family, and what about showing up for yourself? What are the ways you can show up for yourself? I mean, that you have to do beyond 14th. As you were saying, you don't have to wait for 14th. But then, how do you show up for yourself? Where's the self-love or the self-care bit in this whole conversation concerning love? Cheryl, so you have something to say.
Very much so. So I think in the world we live in right now, there's a lot of pressure on people to be achievers, to be hyper achievers. Like even in the workplace, everybody's about how you have to do this, you have to meet all your targets,
your KPI
you have to,
and all of that.
and then it can make us have this inner voice of condemnation when we are even talking to ourselves. We can be so hard on ourselves, we can bring ourselves down. So I feel like one of the ways that I have learned self-love is to be more gentle, to be gentle when I'm speaking to myself, to understand that I'm only human and there's only so much I can do. So you don't have to be lazy, but then understand that you have boundaries and do your best. You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Henry.
Before coming here,
Right.
I was having discussion about 3 lady friends of mine. They were all like, Henry, don't go and bash the ladies. I was like, but I don't bash ladies. I only see the reality. Now, you see self-love. I think ladies do it best than men.
True.
A lot of time, men, we tend to give a lot to the opposite sex.
Like what Frank was
the things
saying.
we even do for them. Like me, for instance, I'll go to the barbering shop. It will just cost me about between 50 to 60 cedis for myself. But the average is, let's say, 30 cedis. But for me to go to the extra mile of doing the 60, I'll not do it, but I can spend about 1,000 on a lady and all those. So the self-life, look.
The wig is wigging.
Take care of yourself first. And taking care of yourself is your choice of food, your exercising, the way you are proactive when it comes to your health. Me, for instance, let's say every 6 months, I go for a Walmart checkup.
Oh, that's
It can
good.
cost me like 3,000 Ghana cedis. But I do it just to know that I'm well. That I'm okay. I mustn't wait to fall sick before. But we tend to spend a lot and helping a lot of people because society by its construct looks forward to a man to provide and all those things. But we need to take care of ourselves first because we can't give what we do not have. So if we want to show love, we should show love to ourselves first
right.
before we can give it to someone
Right,
else.
right.
I also feel that we have to make time for ourselves.
Make time for yourself.
Very necessary.
So as a 9-to-5er, how can you give us practical steps? Like when you say make time, you are here with us. You know you have to be here. You get to the house, it's 10 because maybe you're far. Saturday you have a wedding, whatnot. Tell us, how can you make time for yourself?
Occasionally I get lost.
Occasionally you get
I
lost.
get lost and it's for myself. And I encourage other people to do it. I started it long ago and I still do
And it's liberating, right?
Yes. I look for a nice place. Then I check in. Weekend. Alone. And that is when I reflect. I take record of what has happened so far and what I intend to do. It's very necessary. You can't give what you don't have. If you don't have energy, you can't give energy. If you don't have happiness, you can't give happiness. What makes you happy? Getting lost in a nice place, a hideout, is what makes me happy. Naked in the room, walking up and down,
Going to the
eating,
beach, right?
knowing that nobody is looking at me.
Yeah,
is
very
what makes
okay.
me happy. And for me, I make deliberate effort to plan. It's part of my plan for the year. And Jessica, for myself.
Yes, I like accounts. That's what
Minister
I call
of
it.
Enjoyment and Happiness,
life
there, of
account.
course, now.
And do you know one interesting thing? When you do that, you don't age.
I mean,
When you do that, you don't age. You are always looking fresh.
okay.
After you're taking care of others and you'll be aging.
Right.
And even if you die today, you go to heaven. Health straight. True. God will ask you.
Okay.
I gave you so many years, I gave you this amount of money. You know the sad thing? People die and they have so much money in their account. Family members will use it to do.
Next of kin.
Me, when I come, I will even do take away. I'll take like 10 away because
Right.
I don't see why you have to die. See what pressure is killing people. Now it is not the normal sicknesses that we know. You ask and they will say, oh, pressure.
Yeah, lifestyle.
Pressure is high and people don't even know that their pressure is high. Why?
Why?
So occasionally, if every quarter you can take a weekend, please. And very
Take your
necessary,
leave.
Don't tell people where you are. Let the phone be on silent. You decide which calls you want to return back. It's for you.
for
Eat
you.
what you want to eat.
Do not disturb.
Do not disturb. Please,
Sleep.
If you don't want to wear anything, let me swing. Feel free. It
Right.
is you. It is your time.
Right.
And whatever you do in that space is something to just re-energize you and bounce you back.
Right.
Very necessary.
Right. Thank you so much. Okay, Frank, you have last words for us. We have to wrap
last
up
words
now.
for me. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a millionaire, so I was just saving to get 1 million in my account.
Then you settle.
And so because of that, I was denying myself of certain
The luxuries.
pleasures in life. And I realized you save money, maybe you get to 500,000. Your mother will call, your father will call, your siblings, and then they just dwindle, and then you start afresh all the time. So I reached a point in my life where I said, no, Charlie, I need to enjoy my life.
Okay.
Eat whatever I want, and eat my money as well, right? Without feeling guilty
Right.
that somebody may need money, and so let me save some. No, I need the money myself
Chop it.
to live a good life.
Do some for yourself.
Yes, and then apart from that, I used to be like very overambitious, like go getter. But there are days where I can decide that today I'm just sleeping.
You'll be lazy.
I'm lazy.
Because-
I'm sleeping. Nobody should.
Stress
I'm
you.
sleeping. There's nothing wrong. Don't feel guilty about sleeping and relaxing. It's not always that you should be productive.
And active and all
No,
of
Charlie.
that.
Sometimes just rest.
Bro, let me ask you this. That day when you sleep and you wake up, the messages that come, are you able to handle them? The things that
I can just even decide not to read the messages. Like I've decided right now in my life
We
that
can
I
only
need to
say
enjoy
sorry.
myself. Yeah.
You criticize
And
and
move
say
Right,
sorry.
right. I mean, it's been a beautiful conversation. I've learned a lot most of the time. I think what has really stood out is time, making time for yourself, most importantly, because you said you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love someone else. You also talked about the fact that we should move away from social media and try and have personal, in-person relation with each other. So the last panel, I asked a question. So they already have told me the answers, but this is how we're going to wrap up. You're going to tell me the color of love to you, aside red, and why. Frank, then you take it from there.
Okay, me first,
Yeah,
right?
you can
So for
read
me,
it.
black is my favorite color.
Black represents love to you.
I swear.
Tell me how and why.
Black is just beautiful.
Okay.
And black goes with everything.
Okay.
Yeah, black, every color works with black. So when I see black, I'm at peace.
So black represents your kind of love.
Yes,
Please, can
please.
I come in there? Why was the color red choose for love?
I think we need to do a research.
It's like
Yes,
somebody
we have
is
to come up with
imposing
a
something
paper.
on us. Because for me, the color of love is not red. As
It's
I
lemon
said,
green.
It's lemon green.
All right. Okay, Henry though.
Okay, for me, I have three favorite colors. I will pick white for it.
White.
Now, I see love to be you being able to
Purity.
express your. It's purity, talk here, but being also able to express your vulnerability and at the same time coming out of it and drawing strength out of it. So white, you know, when something is white, anything in there you can see, then you know how to
That's
work it.
deep.
Exactly. So that's
That's
yeah. It
deep.
should be white. Let's see all the things that can.
Right. Wow. That's deep. Thank you so much. Participants and viewers, it's been lovely. It's been a lovely conversation. Remember the first panel we spoke about managing expectations on Valentine's Day. Don't let the pressure get to you. Do what you can do. Eat the cake and sleep, my guys. Also, the second panel, we're talking about loving yourself or how we can express love beyond romantic relationships. And I've learned a lot. I've learned about time. I learned about being there for people and being intentional. Right, and information getting to me is that people understand everything. We've said everything, so you don't have any question for us. It's been lovely having you, and I'm sure that you've learned a thing or two because I have learned a lot. So yes, thank you so much for spending time with us. And so as I said, I've learned I've learned about the fact that I need to be in person. I need to be intentional. I need to spend ample time. I should be myself. I shouldn't go and do what is past me, right? Yes.
And what is love beyond romance for you?
Love beyond romance is being there for people. It's being there. It's being intentional about people. Yes, because what about you?
So you are now coming to take care of it.
No, so being intentional about even, as he said, what goes into you, in fact, how you think about yourself is the beginning. Yes. Yes, yourself first though. Yourself first though. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to each and everyone who joined us. Thank you to the heads of department. Thank you to the staff of GCB. Thank you to each and everyone who joined us. Hopefully we have more conversations like these. My name is Daisy Alabi and I've been your host for the virtual roundtable discussion, a love conversation. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.